Hey everybody, so congratulations to Karine Jean-Pierre, who's becoming the first black female openly gay
I don't give a shit
press secretary who will lie to us every day about the deteriorating condition of Biden's mind and Biden's economy. I'm sure she's a good liar, but I don't care. In Florida, an art teacher discussing sexual orientation with children was fired. See, had nothing to do with saying gay, not saying gay. The law really is just don't say. Kind of like don't ask, don't tell, only for straight and gay. The art teacher is a pansexual, though.
I don't give a shit.
So I'm sure this is considered a hateful act to the gibberish community, since that's what a pansexual is. Gibberish and nonsense.
He's gonna roll away, biscuit cutter.
On the bright side, maybe the pansexual teacher should send her resume to the president of Disney, since there's a connection there.
Mother of two queer children, actually, one transgender child and one pansexual child.
Dave Chappelle was attacked on stage, and thankfully he was okay. Obviously, people are making the connection to Will Smith, which I agree with. Although I'm not sure, was Chappelle telling an alopecia joke? I don't know if Will Smith is a leftist. Well, wait, yeah, I do. His actions are definitely leftist-like. Why? Because the left believes that words can hurt people, and people can be physically affected by hurtful words. Therefore, words are violence. So it's okay to be physically violent in response to words because it's literally self-defense. So you see, just like biology is reimagined, basic communication is now reimagined as violence. Words can be deadly weapons.
We can't have any firing in there.
Hey, what the hell are we supposed to use, man? Harsh language?
Yeah, we've gone full clown car. With the Roe v. Wade leak, Joy Behar of The View is calling for a sex strike.
We have more power than we think we have, and some of it could be right in the bedroom.
This is a woman with a mind, face, and voice that can make 12 pounds of Viagra useless. Isn't this really just a you can't fire me, I quit situation? I know, this is really all about her body, her choice. But now it's gotten a whole lot more muddled, isn't it? Being female is a state of mind. Maybe it's Bill Gates' body and his choice. Maybe Bill Gates identifies as Joy Behar. I'm no biologist, but I can actually see it. Re-forward, everybody, I need your help. So subscribe, like, hit the bell, comment. Thank you. Believe me, I would love to forget about Bill Gates. But he won't leave me alone. He seems to be in a contest with Fauci for the most visible, unelected, hypocritical tyrant award.
But now is the time to do what you're told.
Listen to his summary of the COVID outbreak.
It wasn't until early February when I was in a meeting that experts at the foundation said, there's no way, there's been too much travel without diagnosis for us to contain this. We didn't understand that it's a fairly low fatality rate and that it's a disease mainly of the elderly, kind of like flu is, although a bit different than that.
Well, if Bill Gates wasn't Bill Gates, he'd be in a lot of trouble right now. Personally, I'm tempted to report him to the Disinformation Governing Board. It had already traveled too much, so you couldn't stop it. And outside of the elderly, it wasn't particularly life-threatening. And it's kind of like the flu. These were things that people were not permitted to say. What we actually didn't know was that there'd be a coordinated effort among all the Democrats to turn these sensible fundamental conclusions into something that you'd have to find in militia pamphlets. We didn't know that data-driven people would be dismissed as kooks, all for political advantage.
Do what you're told.
And in addition to kowtowing to government knowingly, there's the stuff that happened unknowingly, like the CDC tracking millions of phones. And I have to say, I'm not seeing any savings from Verizon on that. The family and government share plan? Nothing. Clearly, people's money and prospects have gotten worse fast. Even CNN has to do some journalism for a second.
A top priority. And two, Americans disapprove of President Biden's handling of this.
Notice the poll here says that 50% care about the economy the most. Where does climate change rank? Oh. What does the Biden administration keep chirping about?
100 rules this year alone on appliances. Standards. Even for sustainable airlines. Who'd have thunk that they'd be all in, but they better be or they're going to be out of here.
First of all, I didn't know that Biden hired Bernie Sanders' sister. Secondly, she's boasting about 100 new regulations imposed on appliances. Is that something that's going to make things less expensive or more? Same thing for airlines. They better get with the program or they're outta here. That's a government official essentially bragging about putting airlines out of business if they don't cooperate. By the way, I guess these Delta people don't realize that what they're doing is absolutely useless. They should listen to Bill Gates. Between COVID and climate change, the zealots have been dominating our economy. But with all the higher gas prices, what is the Energy Secretary pushing?
We must move to electrify transportation and to move toward clean energy.
We have to get more electrified. In fact, let's put the economy in this special electrified chair. The important thing is that it's clean.
If people want to keep energy prices high and the governments want to have secret meetings about really not being all that enamored with fossil fuel at this point in history, then we're all doomed to much slower economies down the road. Period.
So the situation seems eerily familiar. When Trump was president heading into 2020, he looked like the likely winner. There was relative peace, the economy was clicking, and boom. Boom! A lab leak. And then in May of 2020, boom, a galvanizing event for identity politics. Cut to 2022, and it's the exact opposite. Biden's in charge, there's war, the economy's in shambles, it looks like the Democrats are going to be shellacked, and then boom, a leak of another kind from the Supreme Court. And in the same month of May, a galvanizing event for identity politics. Seems almost formulaic. Thing is, there's a lot of people on the left describing abortion almost in pro-life terms.
Who the hell wants to carry a baby that you do not want?
My doctor and myself and my child, that's who makes the decision.
Judgment to choose to abort a child.
They're using the words baby and child, not a clump, not a cluster, a sci-fi project, none of that stuff. They don't even remember how to argue about this anymore. They will not put any limitations on abortion. They want abortions to be legal right up to the point where the doctor says, congratulations, because it should be totally at the discretion of the mother or the /birthing person or the gibberish pansexual person and their doctor. Of course, the most shrill politicians are coming out to capitalize on the situation. Elizabeth Warren snapped into action, telling everybody that she was mad as hell and she was going to fight like hell.
We are going to fight back.
I don't give a shit.
Is she really angry? Or is she 1/10/24 angry? Angry? I guess she is. You can tell because her stylist put on her angry eyebrows.
Prepare to meet Mr. Angry Eyes.
But this whole fight like hell thing, isn't that incitement? To be fair, she did say that everyone should peacefully and patriotically let their voices be heard. Oh, wait a second. No, she didn't. That was Trump.
To peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard.
And one more thing, just in terms of optics. It's not a great look to say that you're raging, angry, and energized, and then have to hold hands with your assistant to walk to your car. You know what? Compared to Biden, Hillary, and Pelosi, this is actually a remarkable exhibition of incredible strength. Thanks for watching. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe. Be sure to pass around to anybody who might like my content. And I'll see you the next time.